back approximately 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so during your last adventure, or your last day, you found yourself in a strangely enchanted forest. You fought a creature called a Rat King, and you noticed that one of the summoners, or one of the sorcerers, had run away from you. You heard him scream, and you also found yourself at the middle of the village. But we're going to roll back a little bit, back to where he's running away. After you defeated the Rat King, you guys went the same direction as he did. You see him running towards what looks like a small village with a large domed area in the back. And just as soon as the sorcerer gets ready to run towards the place, you notice um, several young people, two young people that look somewhat related, probably about 14 to 16 years old, and
Shit.
six slightly older teenagers behind them, who seem to be dressed up something like adventurers. Um, the sorcerer starts to build a fireball into his hand as soon as he runs towards the two teenagers. You guys are about 200 feet behind him.
Can you point out where you're looking at?
No.
Okay.
200 feet.
Yeah, the guy's just running towards the village. You see some kids, and he has a fireball in his hand.
How far away are we from him?
That's what I was saying. You guys are about 200 or more feet away from him, and he's booking it.
And he's running after the children.
He's running towards the village where you see the children at.
What's everybody else's reaction?
I'll shoot at disadvantage.
Wait. This just might be a game if there's lots of kids. And if nobody's freaking out, I don't know if you should just shoot the first guy.
No, wait. So there's the last guy, right? That
Yeah, this
we
is the
were
last
fighting
guy that
earlier?
ran away from you the last fight, Mike.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who was trying to murder you with the Rat King.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. Go ahead, Zen.
He's
Yeah.
unequivocally a bad guy.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot.
All right, go ahead. Do the disadvantage, please. Okay, so your shot goes into the air. You guys are running, bated breath as the arrows twirls quickly in the air. It falls down into the guy's shoulder. He stumbles around and he tries to throw a fireball at you.
At 200 feet away.
And he misses exactly as somebody throwing a fireball from 200 feet away should. Um, and it just kind of goes off meekly in the air and doesn't form anything. But he tries to turn back around without losing his balance, which he definitely does. Gets up to one of the children, and it looks like you can see the crackling electricity in his hands for a shocking grasp. And just then, the teenage boy and the teenage girl stab the guy in the chest and the neck. He falls dead before their feet.
Hmm.
Did we see that happen from miles away?
Um, who you have the best sight amongst everybody, right?
Yeah.
You definitely saw what those two kids just did. When Gabriel gets up to him, they see an arrow in the guy's shoulder, and of course they just assume that you shot him.
We're gonna go and
All
say
right.
no.
All right, so there you go. You shot the guy. You run up to him now, um, and we can start from here.
Alright, so the guy is definitely dead, I'm assuming.
Wow, you guys just fucking shanked that guy right like he was nothing, huh?
Oh wait, sorry, only X saw the actual deed. You guys think X killed him with his arrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Good job, X.
Uh, I don't. No, not me. Those kids up there.
No, come on, kids. What are you talking about?
You want to talk to them? I mean, you'll see. They're
No, fuck
sort
those
of.
kids.
I mean, yes, but like,
Yes.
You go ahead and try it, mister. You'll get one too. Yeah, you don't even think about fucking these kids. You're gonna get it.
Okay.
I mean, great job on using the pointy end of the sword.
Yeah, well, that's one thing we know how to do. You stay around these labs for a long enough time, you gotta protect yourself.
But yeah, they did do it.
Who are you guys?
Some guys.
All right. All right, guys. All right, guys. Whoa. Did you just kill a sorcerer?
Me? No, they did.
What, those two bums? Can't believe it.
Yeah. Do you guys even know the pointy end of a sword?
Do you? I didn't see you kill anything.
You even have a sword, shield boy?
Uh, yeah. I have a shield. I have a sword. It's on my couch. I mean, my bed.
Your ass. Sorry. Um, okay, look, I'm not going to get involved in teenagers bullying younger kids because they should probably know better, especially some jerk who doesn't have a sword. But we're looking for somebody in charge.
Well, sir, you must be talking about the sisters. But as far as just in charge of keeping this place safe, it kind of falls on us and a few adults that are left around. I'm
So you
sorry.
you
Go ahead,
you
sir.
you six are in charge, more or less.
Well, we have some people who help train us, and of course, we help these guys. But mostly, all of us just take our turns taking care of the little ones, the really, really young ones. Uh, this entire village, you see, is the Halo Orphanage. It's a place of peace. Um, many of the children who lost their parents during several wars find themselves here.
Yeah, and we go ahead and we make sure that the next generation has a place in this world. After armies like you and the Emerald Eclipse go and tear it all to shit.
Now, watch your language.
I mean, that's a pretty positive way of looking at it.
Yeah.
We could just let the enclave take over everything.
Well, looking at this village, it's not exactly like you guys have done a fantastic job of keeping them out of here.
This is the first time we've been here, actually.
Yeah, that's the problem. You guys go ahead in your ships and your big fire and arrows, but you never stop and look at what happened to the little guy.
Our job is not to look at the little guy. Our job is to defeat the big guy.
Look, sir, I'm sorry. I apologize for my friend's rudeness. They can be a little crass, and of course, most of them are still upset because they don't see much besides destruction and death almost every day. And without even being soldiers or warriors, you know, it begins to grate on them. Um, Look, you said you want to speak to someone in charge. I understand. I will see if we can set up a meeting for them. In the meantime, Tikan, and Takisha will take care of you.
Thank you, and I'd like to apologize to the young ones. You're right. This war has made us all less than what we could be.
Yeah.
It's okay. We accept your apologies. Tak, take care of these guys, all right? Okay,
Oh my
so this is Tick, and this is Tak.
Okay, and the two below them are just whomever.
If you want to go and meet them, you'll get a chance to. You can talk to Tick and Tak and ask them anything you want. They can show you around. You can see this is a pretty damn large place. Lots of stuff to see.
Okay. You guys, is there anything you guys want to see first?
The
They
food.
mentioned the sisters. You could probably check in on that.
I think they're setting up a meeting. Food sounds like not a bad idea. Um, what do you think, Zunk? You hungry?
I could eat.
Oh, well,
I
a
eat.
couple of ways to work here is you eat what you can grow or you eat what you can catch.
Like
Um,
grab onto
No.
I don't think that's how it works, Remigi.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood.
your minor joke about eating children actually goes worse than you thought. It doesn't even go as well as a fart in church or however the old expression goes. When you mention catching them and eating one of them, a look of terror and rage forms in their eyes. You see subtle tears in the back of, you see subtle tears in their expressions as they grip their weapons tight.
Well, Jesus, take it easy. It wasn't a great joke, but
And he's here all week.
look, is there something that we shouldn't be bringing up?
These two, which are twins, they're about 9 years old. They actually start picking up clumps of dirt and rocks and throwing them at you as they try to run away from you. You're not going to eat us!
I just get
Get
behind
away
my
from
shield
us!
shield.
Stupid ogres! Stupid stinky ogres!
Do I have anything? Do I have anything I can use here for?
And they hide behind Tack.
Look, I didn't know it was going to go over that poorly.
Give me an insight check.
I got to bring up my sheet here.
Oh, I see.
All right. So the twins are definitely angry and scared out your mind. But the look you see is a look of fear that comes from from shit that's already happened before. I don't know. I couldn't get up the word familiarity
Yeah,
for
but
whatever reason.
It's deja
um,
vu.
uh, what you see from Tick and Tack, though, is sadness, but also resolution. Tick kind of shakes it off.
think we lost you.
I think so. Mike? No, sorry. Onyx?
Tick shakes it off was the last we got. The last I got, I think.
Which one is Tick and which one is Tack?
I don't remember.
Tick is the guy. The girl is Tack.
That's a girl? I am zoomed out too much.
The kid at the bottom, or down south,
Okay. Tick
Is,
and Tack.
is Alrin.
Did they name themselves?
They're named like Ticanio and Taki Nisha. No, they were named before they got here, but everybody calls them like Tick and Tack.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine if children were able to name themselves?
Where's Mike?
This is a joke, right? Who did it? Was it Seinfeld that did this joke, or was it Chris Rock? Somebody did this joke, Mike.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Somebody definitely did that joke. They children can name themselves. It's like, oh
Sounds
yeah,
like
my
a-
name is Solomon Butt Sniffer.
Yeah, right. It sounds like a Louis C.K. thing, maybe.
Louis C.K. did that. He said, there's no laws governing how you name your children.
Okay, I knew somebody did it because I knew I definitely heard that same punchline and setup before.
He
All
said,
right,
he said like, just name your kid ladies and gentlemen. And that way, when the kid pisses you off, you can be like, ladies and gentlemen, please.
yeah, I like that. Before I was thinking that if I ever made a brand of alcohol, I would name it responsibly.
That's a good idea.
So that way, every time somebody says "please drink responsibly," it'd be free advertisement.
Yep, for sure.
All right, sorry.
This guy
Yeah,
is
go
doing
ahead.
what?
Which guy? The guy down south?
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, you can meet him when you want. Yeah, you can meet him when you want. Take a look at him. You know what? Give me a perception check.
Cool. Perception. So what I'm looking for, where is perception? Perception. Oh man. I'm terrible with kids. I'm a big scary dragon.
Yeah, you look at him. You see some kid dragging his hoe through the dirt.
Okay, so he's farming. So I'm just gonna ask him, like, while this is going on up here and Himeji is getting decorated with dirt, I'm just gonna ask this kid, what's the best way to phrase this? Like, I'm gonna ask him what is trying to eat you guys.
Go ahead, ask it.
Yeah, like that's exactly how it is. I just stand in front of him and it's like, excuse me, what is trying to eat you guys? I would like to.
Isn't this joke supposed to start with "what has two thumbs and wants to eat you guys"?
And I say, no, that's okay. I'm a cleric. I'm on a strict diet.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Child eater.
My name is Dar, and it is a pleasure to meet you, youngster.
The R.
That's right.
My name is Dennis.
Good morning, Dennis. Or is it good evening?
Well, it's pretty late in the day. It's like 8 in the morning. What time do you guys wake up?
Well, a soldier's life is harsh. We don't often get to sleep late.
Oh, good. I thought you guys might be lazy bones. We don't have time for lazy bones around here.
Absolutely not. I like to show him my emblem on my shield and say, "Do you see this?" And it's the symbol for Nikki. It's my holy symbol. And I'm saying, if I don't wake up early every day and do my very best, then my God will be sad.
It says
just do it?
Exactly. Just like you already
Um,
know.
yeah, you said who tries to eat us. There's s- tigers and dinos and ogres and big things.
Oh, we've met some of those. We dealt with some of them for you. Does that make you
Thank,
happy?
thank you, mister. But it gets scary sometimes at night. The sisters, they help us to fight back, but every day it gets harder and harder.
Well, hopefully we can make that easier on you. If you're not too busy, we'd like to meet the sisters.
Um, I'm not allowed to tell strangers about the sisters. I have to get back to work. I'm sorry, sir.
I
Thank
say that's
you.
okay. I'm sorry to disturb you.
You need
But
some
who?
help?
Good
No,
idea.
no. Okay. So the guy goes and he has each of you guys a hoe.
I hand it to Alien.
Yeah.
To work, boys. I don't
Uh,
hand it to Hork.
all right. So I am going to need performance checks from all of you guys for your hoeing. I'm sorry. It's going to be strength. It's going to be strength um, minus performance.
I'm gonna forage for food.
Sure.
I'm looking for-
Did you say strength minus performance?
Yeah. So roll your strength check first, then roll your performance check.
3.
Okay. Dorg, you actually do a pretty decent job
Hmm.
of what's a hoe. You don't just completely tear up the dirt. You can just kind of remember. Basically, what happens is as soon as you grab this hoe, well, you look over at Hermeji and you see him just take the hoe all the way in the air and try to strike at the dirt with all his might. It kind of bounces back up, doesn't really make a break in the dirt at all. And then the first thing you really hear in your mind is your brother going, ha 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 ha. Oh, come on, little brother. Can't even go and play around with shit, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's what you can do. You can just shovel shit all the time. It's not like you're ever going to be a soldier. At which point, you just take it and set out, and you manage to just perfectly, beautifully make little trails right where the seeds are supposed to go. So basically, instead of getting angry, you focus your rage into a tiny little scalpel and make perfect lines for seeds.
Yeah. I think when I'm done, I'd like try to make. I want to make a show of like blessing the field and praying for like what is it? Uh, good crops and stuff.
So,
Good harvest.
we're going back to X. X. What do you roll to forage for food?
Probably survival.
Go ahead. Good enough. Um, you see that when you are getting ready to look for food in the berries, you kind of put your hands into the dirt. Um, it's sandy on top, but you can see where it's just been filled over and over, trying to get to the good soil beneath it. You kind of, dig through the ground a little bit deeper. It looks like this soil isn't. It looks like the soil is losing nutrients. The only time you've seen this before is from some really vicious weeds that kind of take away the water, the nutrients, and the regular parts of the soil that should be there, and kind of choke the life out of living plants. You do manage to still find some berries. You do still manage to find, a few potatoes, a few tubers, and whatnot. But when you look at this entire area, you can see that this is supposed to be a large enough farmland, really a large enough farmland to
probably supply enough food for maybe 2 or 3 major cities. But there's no way that could be growing like that now.
Okay. I'll start making my way back.
And we lost Onyx.
I guess it's his turn tonight. You seem to be doing fine, Ben.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody gets
Back
one.
up.
All right. X, what did you hear that I said?
That the soil is losing nutrients, and there's probably a problem.
Okay, cool. So I didn't hear what your response to that was.
Oh, I'm gonna start making my way back as soon as I got food. Food enough for 4 people. I mean,
Yeah.
or
Cool.
16.
Is there fish in the river?
I can't do math.
Dar is. Dar and I are going fishing.
Yeah, I figure like if we prepare like a little feast. Zen can cook. He can handle that. We probably just need to catch the fish. Maybe it'll go over with the locals. The whole vibe of everybody being jittery and on edge is getting to me. So like I'm thinking like maybe we could do something to de-stress everybody at least for tonight.
Cool. If you want to fish, that would be right here.
Excellent.
Can I have a shift point? Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a nice spot.
Hi, Zunkarat. Where are you? What are you doing right now?
I'm not sure what the objective is here.
I think for now we're just kind of making ourselves comfortable. At least until we can get these kids calmed down enough to figure out some stuff.
I think we're waiting for to hear back from our appointment with the sisters.
So we're just making ourselves useful.
We're just trying to survive for the moment, I think.
I mean, yeah, you see the village, you see how the kids are, you see how kind of barren what the
Yeah.
farmland is. You could be doing whatever you want right now, up to including figuring out why it's bad, what's causing it, how to fix it, see how bad it actually is, see if you
Yeah.
have any idea what the problems might be, or just see if you can discover what is making these kids so on edge. All those types of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in character, the fact that the kids are on edge is something Dar would be kind of concerned about. So I think for the moment he's just kind of wants them to at least be aware that they're not gonna die tonight. But yeah, we also
I
do want
can-
to. Yeah, we
can
also
arc
do
on
want
check.
to find out to meet with the sisters. That's kind of the main thing I believe.
Actually, I like what you just wrote there, Zonkarat. Zonk, you are trying to reach out to discover what's going on here. You remember Hermeji telling you about a sickening knot in his stomach at certain places. As you try to reach out and feel the different magics, you feel a few things, mainly protection spells and some attacking spells, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You can't pinpoint the source, whether it's arcane or celestial or what have you. But all you know is that there's magic around, and you can't have a clue what it is.
That's like the penguin and penguins of Madagascar. Yeah, they asked Rico, it's like, Rico, navigation. And Rico is standing on the map. He looks left, he looks right, and he just shrugs. So let's see. If we're doing the fishing thing, how about if we like just tell the kids, whoever's not scared of us or less scared of us anymore, to like tell everyone that we'd like to have them to meet everyone, like if they gather for dinner or something.
I think the first thing we should do is catch fish.
Yeah.
Just before we start making promises.
All right, so both of you guys give me survival checks.
Absolutely.
Well,
And I pray to God that this works.
I'm having issues with the roll 20.
Yeah, it's acting funky today.
I'll bring all the food that I found to Tick.
Cool, that works. Wow, mister, that's a pretty good job. We haven't been able to get that much food in a while. You must be pretty good at hunting and foraging, huh?
I've done my time.
What am I rolling? Survival?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You spent a lot of time out in the woods, sir?
Years? I think? I don't know, I don't really keep track of time.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, wow, look at that bow. That's one of the nicest bows I've ever seen.
You wanna hold
Where'd
it?
you get that from?
I'll hand it to him.
Yeah, when you hand a kid bow to the kid, go ahead and give me a perception check. All right. So when you look at the kid, you can see from his biceps and his forearms that he has some skills in archery. You can also tell by the way he holds it. He's extremely comfortable with it. He can't outshoot you or even your soldiers at this point, but seeing what you saw, if he got some training, he might be able to be in your world someday.
Good form, kid.
Thanks, mister. And he politely hands you your bow back. Um, Tick is looking at you as if he's not familiar with you, but like amongst all the soldiers, amongst all the big, loud, blustery people and everybody else here, he looks at you with a certain bit of understanding.
Can I make an insight check on him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here's the thing, right? Question. So since I took Inquisitive, I have this thing.
Yeah, pull it up for me.
Or actually, that doesn't really count because I mean, does it?
Yeah, because critical hits and critical fails only apply to attack rolls.
Yeah.
So yes, is well not impossible because eight's not that great, but that would let you know that would work for you. That 6 and that 5 were how many fish you guys were able to catch. Hey, wait, did either you guys play Final Fantasy 6 or
now.
Final Fantasy 3, as it was called when it came out on the Super Nintendo?
Yes, of course. Can you do two of my guys because I'm a dummy?
Okay, so Hermeji, for whatever reason, I didn't even know you knew Mirror Image, but I guess you do.
I'm trying to put up a new picture, but it's not working.
Okay. In the meantime, make sure you use
Did you
Mirror
drag it on?
Let me see. All right, so Hermeji, you found 2 yummy fish. one just a fish, and the rest were fish.
Wow.
That's some strange clarification or classifications of fish, but okay. Yeah, right. That's what I thought. For some reason, it's not coming. Okay. How many did Dar get?
More than
Um,
you.
Dar got 3 yummy fish, 2 fish, and 1 sickly fish.
Oh man.
So he did get 1 more yummy fish than you, but I don't believe you got any sickly fish.
No way. I know better. All right. Well, is that enough to feed everyone? How many people are here?
Oh wow, that's the picture you want for Hibachi? I don't know if that's gonna work.
I was fly fishing, Rick, but I'm not fishing anymore. So I'll go back to my other picture.
Alright. For the record, he had a picture of Rick in fishing gear.
Fly
It was
fishing.
hilarious.
Oh, Rick.
Not to be confused with Fly Fishing Barbie. Rick and Morty, Rick.
Don't tell me you don't know what Rick and Morty is.
Oh, I watched the whole
He
thing.
introduced you. Yeah. You introduced him to Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But you guys talked about it when you first joined the group.
Yeah. I remember now.
How the hell do I remember that?
Because anything about Rick and Morty is worth remembering.
That's absolutely correct.
Alright, yeah, Roll Tony is being a son of a biscuit eating bulldog today.
Yeah, it's really slow.
That's okay, because I didn't have you guys slotted for a lot of combat today, so it's probably just as well. All right. So you get yourself some fish. Fuck me. All right. So I'm sorry. Tick was about to talk to you. And Tick said, Mr. X.
You know my name?
Yeah. I thought whenever your friends came up and they thought you shot that guy, the big one said, well, not the big furry one, the other big one, not the big scaly one, but the other big one said, "Good shot, X."
Oh, right. Yeah, what's up?
What the hell is this there?
What is?
All right, never mind. Darren put up some thing in Discord, and it was some blue number telling us what was new in Discord. I didn't know what it was. Sorry. I still don't know what it is. So I guess you noticed that twins and stuff got kind of scared before when the one big guy said something about getting ready to eat them, right?
Right.
That's because in addition to just the regular fighting and fussing that goes on here, there are people that have been snatching children. I heard they've been snatching them from the big cities too.
Do you know what's taking them, or do you have any idea?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it happens a whole lot of times at night while people are asleep, or sometimes people are on guard, especially when people get too far away from the pack.
Has anybody
Um,
seen the of it, at least?
just tracks, footprints, that type of thing. But they disappear, and you're either going through that forest or you're going through that area with the dinosaurs. But it's kind of scary because I think a lot of the other cities are starting to think that it was like that half orc city that's not too far away from here.
Okay, while we're waiting for Big Hero 6 to come back, do you think you can take me to those tracks?
Sure, why not?
I'll follow his lead.
Alright, I'm gonna just take you to a random forest.
Yeah.
Not me. Not him.
And that was the last we ever saw of him.
You can bring yourself right here. It's about 10 minutes walk back to the village.
Okay. So where was the tracks?
1 second. Trying to find my kid. Well, not my kid. He doesn't look anything like me.
Somebody else's kid.
Absolutely. I didn't even hit it. Alright, I'll just drop some tracks for you. You already know the kid's with you. You trust me.
I'll just make a survival check for whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
cool.
Forest, right?
Forest, right?
Yeah. So you see, well, frankly, what you see is a whole hell of a lot of activity. You definitely see owlbear tracks, but you also see tracks that are a little bit larger than regular humanoid tracks. Something that could be orcish or even larger, something like an ogre. And you see a set of tracks that were like those that you saw over by like the mountain,
Is there
which
one
Ben
that
thought, which Zunkara thought were giant tracks.
is there one that I haven't seen before?
No, everything's familiar. They all look either humanoid, like some type of familiar animal, giant, all those types of things. But give me an insight check, and I know it's kind of rough to say insight check on tracks.
Oh, sorry, not disadvantage. 16 nonetheless.
All right, cool. Um, when you look at these tracks, they are each way too straight.
Too straight?
Yeah. So what I mean by too straight is, you know how normally when somebody walks, people don't usually walk in a perfectly straight line where their
Oh,
stride
okay,
is
so like
perfect. Yeah,
it's like catwalk people who has like whenever they walk 1 foot in front of the other, like literally in front, right?
exactly.
Okay, that is weird.
So it's weird enough with the owlbear, but you can actually see some animals kind of keeping a constant stride. But the humanoid strides, especially things as wild as giants, being so perfectly straight, is not only odd but concerning. Basically, two times you've seen this would have been when people are in line for prisons, or like you just said, when people are walking against a tightrope. Imagining what could make a bunch of giants walk in a perfectly straight line for a prison isn't, well, is that comfortable?
No. I mean, kind of, but not really. Because that means something bigger, something stronger.
So, Mr. X, if you look over across that bridge over here, that's where that half orc village is. People are always blaming them for the snatchings. But I don't think it's them. There used to be a whole bunch of half orc kids at our orphanage, but
They're gone too.
he zips his mouth up as soon as he says the word but.
But
I'm
Really?
sorry, sir.
You're gonna leave
I
me
think I
here?
smell that fish. I think I think those guys might be ready to feed us now. We got to get
You,
back, mister.
I I don't think any of them can cook. So I don't know what you're smelling, and you just left me hanging there.
He does run off, by the way, right back towards the village.
God damn it!
Shoot him.
All right, I just no, I followed him back.
Shoot him in the leg.
All right, guys. So, oh wow. You know what? Um. Okay, great. All right, X, you're not in this yet because, like you said, you're walking back, and you did just say what you said, and I actually agree with you. So now I need to see survival checks from. Oh wait, first off, before we say this, does anybody have cooking utensil skills, or does anybody have cooking skills that I was unaware of?
Nope.
All right, so I'm asking all of you guys to make me survival checks at disadvantage.
Ah, shit. Alright, so 1 second. Disadvantage. Survival.
All right, 12, cool. Um, Hermeji and Zunk, give me some survival checks. So first, Darren tries to go and takes the stickly fish. He takes out his knife, and he managed to get most of the scales off. But as he's continuing to try to skin and debone the thing, kind of pops out one of the eyeballs, and it sticks into one of Zunkarat's Minotaur's fur. Hermeji, um, you are rubbing two sticks together furiously.
I've seen this work before. I don't know why it's not working out. Somebody get me another stick. Are you sure this is a stick?
I'm gonna give you stick 2.2.
Yeah, somebody competent bring me a stick, for Christ's sakes.
Do my bards have anything
Roar's
you can
sakes.
use? No, I don't think so.
Zunkarat, let me get a survival check.
Hold up, are these two idiots trying to make a fire?
Yeah.
Well, Hermeji's trying to make fire. Dar's trying to prepare the fish.
Yeah.
Failed.
Oh shit.
So with great confidence, Zunkarat says, listen, you guys are trying to make fire. We can make fire with our hands. Watch. And instead of throwing the fireball at the bundle of sticks that you guys have tried to make to cook the food in the pot, you end up throwing the fire at some dried leaves.
You know what's funny about that?
Go ahead.
Reggie, you have firebolt.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to avoid that, I guess.
Oh.
So, all right. Zunk, can you put some shit out? Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have,
man.
I don't know. What are we going to do with this burning pile of leaves? I just
Where's
kicked
it
him into
going?
the water.
I just look at X. It's like, save us, save us from ourselves.
You're bad, kids. You play with fire.
Hurry, X, hurry. Save us.
All right, go ahead and give us a survival check at normal. Actually, give us a survival check at advantage.
Who? Everyone?
No, so X.
Oh, okay.
X calmly comes in, directs his robe. She grabs a bucket of water. She puts out the inferno of leaves. And then he just kind of shakes his head, takes an arrow, a little bit of fire on it, shoots it at the sticks under the thing, and the water starts to come to a boil. He nods his head to his ranger, who takes the big pile of fish you guys have, and in less than 30 seconds, he has these fish deboned, cleaned, and scaled, ready to be roasted.
Phew.
I loosened it for him.
Oh, thank you.
I love that.
Okay. So I'm going to hand, like serve the kids and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like make I don't know, in poor cities. Remember New Jack City? We
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah, of
giving the
course.
turkey and shit out.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that movie.
Remember when Nino Brown was giving the turkey out?
Yeah.
That's what we do, more or less. And Dar makes it glow with light.
Like stringing lights up and that kind of thing. Just trying to make it a little festive.
All right. I know this place looks familiar, but it's totally not the place you think it is.
Okay. I forgot I had conjuring, so I could just conjure fire if I needed to. And food, for that matter.
You forgot so many things in that short space of time.
Yeah. It was the fire. It got me.
Get me a better stick. I like that.
All right. No, Specs isn't here, and you guys are in this area right here.
Oh, the kitchen, is it? I think.
You guys haven't been here in a while. This was a ship where you did some planning, but for right now, we're going to use it as where you guys are all eating.
Yeah.
You still there?
This is uncomfortable. There's my old guy.
Oh yeah. I guess we know where he ended up.
Hermeji, as soon as you walked into the eating area, out the corner of your eye, you thought you saw a familiar silhouette, but before you can turn to say anything, it zips away.
That was a little weird. You guys see that?
See what?
A recognizable silhouette.
Are you sure it's not just soot from those singed eyebrows of yours?
No, I mean yes, I'm sure.
Oh,
They're not even. They're not. You can't even tell anyway because I shaved them off.
oh, that's what's different about you.
Yeah,
Sure.
now I look like a monster.
Well, at least the kids seem to be less afraid of you. That's good. That's progress.
Yeah, is X with us?
Yeah, everybody's here.
Okay,
So
you're up in the yeah.
Well, guys, I suppose we managed to avoid spooking them any further. Anybody figure out anything about what's going on here?
Soul's dead. Or, sorry, dying.
Oh,
The soul.
Soil.
The what?
soil.
Oh, the soil. The soil.
all right. So after you mentioned the soil, this kid. There you go. You see him? That's him.
He's huge.
He's regular kid size, so we'll make sure you saw him. His name is Darnell.
Cool.
Darnell is 17 years old, and he's more or less in charge of, trying to reclaim the soil.
Oh.
Oh, you noticed that, huh, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, stop calling me sir. I have a name.
Sorry. usually if I go ahead and call adults by names, they kind of start kicking and fighting and fussing. You, um, Tick said your name is X. X. Okay,
Either
okay,
way.
cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been the damnedest thing trying to get that soil back. I tried so many tricks I used to know back in my old country, but every time I get it working, it lasts for a little bit, but then it gets sucked right back out. Like I can't even explain it, man. Only thing that can grow is these nasty ass weeds and these nasty ass brambles.
Do you think there's magic affecting the land?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know a whole lot about magic. I know it sure as hell ain't science. So, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Well, if it's magic, that
You
I
guys
can.
ever hear of like cursed trees? Like trees that have like leaves to eat people or sticks or whatever?
I've never seen any, but there's been some talk.
Some of the other kids kind of snicker and laugh. You can see he's embarrassed because, people are still laughing about cursed trees. He says, "Yeah, I swear I seen one time. It had like this evil ass grin on it. I wasn't really sure what to make of it. And, of course, everybody says I was just seeing things. It was dark. I was scared. But I know what I saw. I might have only been 12 back then, but I saw a scary tree. It had a face, and it laughed at me.
It laughed at you.
Yes, sir. It laughed at me.
Is it
Can
far
you
away
show
from
us where that thing is?
you? Jinx.
I'm sorry. One more time, guys.
Go ahead.
I asked if it's far away from here, and Humeji asked if he can show us where it is.
Oh, I mean, I can certainly try. Yeah, I have no problem trying to show you where it might be. Like I said, it was a long time ago, and I'm thinking that, I don't know. Yeah, I'd be happy to show you. The twins are just kind of, eating their food. They're like they keep getting up, running back and forth. But not just kids, they're halfling kids, and they're like the childlike halfling kids on top of that, which makes them extra kid like.
You're up, X.
What?
You're good with kids, right?
I mean, I'm okay with kids.
I've known a kid or two in my day.
Yeah, so like I'm just like telling X, well, like I tried to ask how the sisters earlier, but I didn't get very far. Think any of these kids will tell you more about them?
I mean, I'll ask around and see what we can do.
Good man.
So wherever the twins are running towards, I'm gonna stop them. Like, just walk
Whoa!
in front of them.
Use command on them.
Oh, hi, X.
Oh,
Hi, X.
okay. So, where are the nuns, sisters? Are they around?
Oh, they have to rest. Yeah, they get tired whenever they have to fight again.
How
And
many
they
are
had to
there,
fight
by
them
the way?
last time. This many?
He holds up 4 fingers.
Do you know how old they are?
They're super old. Yeah, they're like elf old.
The sisters are, each of them are over 60, sir.
Anything you can tell me about them? Something
Oh yeah,
interesting?
of course. Oh yeah, of course. I don't know. I don't know if you've been on this in this continent for a very long time, but have you ever heard any of the rumors about the four sisters of the Golden Diamond?
Dorothy, Rose, Sophia, and Blanche?
They were these hags, um, and they terrorized the land for a really long time, doing everything from cursing people, making bad wishes, all that type of stuff. Well, the nuns they came in and they were able to finally defeat them. Grass started growing again, vegetables started growing, and this little orphanage here, in the little farmland outside, grew so lush that they were not only able to support that big village, that big city that has all those dragonborn and those tieflings in it. They're actually able to ship some food back all over the world. But then, just about, I don't know, 3 years ago, all the food started running short, and the nuns started getting sicker, slower. You know, it's bad enough that they had to fight all the time. Um, that's why we started trying to learn how to fight for ourselves. But, and this is a big part, sir, they don't know we fight. They don't know that we train.
I mean, you guys seem to be doing a great job.
Thank you, Mr. X. We're going to do anything. We do anything for them. They're the ones who took us out of the streets, took us away from all those folk that wanted to hurt us. They're our whole world. We do anything for them. We're glad, to serve in their army. Just as I know you guys are proud to serve in yours.
Right. So, are we still able to meet them tonight, or is that, like, not a possibility?
I'm sorry, sir. I was listening. I was trying to listen, but I kept on hearing this click clacking that your one dragon friend was doing.
Are we able to meet them tonight, or?
Um, we might be able to meet him in the morning. I think they might be feeling a little bit better then.
Alright.
Tack walks up and says, "Yeah, like I said, we don't want to stress them out too much. It gets kind of hard for them. They lost most of their power just trying to take care of, just trying to take out those witches."
Which is... Why do it just keep popping up? Alright.
So Zunkarat says what he says, and you remember the first teenager you saw earlier? Yeah, we did try that, sir. It worked too. Probably too well. As soon as we got some warriors together, other armies, either yours or the Emerald Eclipse, will come and snatch up all the strong ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you guys are just training on the DL, eh?
Yeah, trying to keep it low. Ah, you figured that out there. Yeah, kind of like hide strength, know how to fight for ourselves, know how to protect ourselves, but not make ourselves such a big target. We're not trying to be recruits for armies. We just want to live.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Look, we're not here to drag you guys off to the army or anything like that. Like, Like, don't get it wrong. We're here to help as much as we can. We need to find out some information. We need to get the food going again, which is probably why we should concentrate on the soil issue right now. Now that I said that out loud, but we're not here to excuse the language. But I think you guys are mature enough to hear this. We're not here to fuck with you guys.
Fair enough, mister, Tax says to you. I trust you. Um, we will definitely get the sisters to talk to you. You look like you're trustworthy and, you're not going to try to hurt us or lead our enemies.
No, not at all. It's the least or the last thing we want to have happen. Let's talk about this soil issue a little bit more. You say that there's some sort of monster tree thing. You think that's what's doing it?
Well, that's what he thinks. Nobody's actually seen this monster tree thing before. But, there's legends of things like white apple trees and whatnot, but no one's ever seen one.
Huh. Okay. And you think you can get us there, kiddo?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, and you said, are we going to meet the sisters tonight?
Tomorrow.
In the morning.
Let's go knock this shit out tonight, then.
Do we need to?
We haven't gotten rest either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You guys have not gotten your rest yet.
Oh, all right.
I commend your.
Okay.
I commend your enthusiasm.
So, all right. Well, let's all eat up and make merry, and we'll just get to know each other tonight. We'll drink and eat as comrades in arms, and we'll do this shit tomorrow.
So the kid said that some of them are being taken at night, right?
Watch.
Yes.
Do you think you can do watches tonight?
Absolutely.
Somebody give me a perception check. Matter of fact, all four of you give me perception checks.
Absolutely. I spy with my draconic eye.
Okay. You guys do a head count. You can actually do a physical head count right now if you want.
Oh, they're represented. Well, I mean, at a glance, there's less people inside, so
There's a dozen.
Do you guys, just looking at the screen right now, notice anybody's missing?
I'm missing the twins.
Zunk.
We're gonna go with what X said.
Okay.
there he is. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of it because, like, I don't know if everybody was dragged on.
Nah. I mean, there probably literally are other people that are missing, but the only people who I made a point of you seeing were
Yeah, the twins.
twins.
Alright, cool. Well, I mean, not cool.
So we should just spread out and search everywhere. Because They either left the room or somebody in this room stole them.
Stole them?
You guys have secret passages in this place?
Um, yeah, there's ways to get in and out. It's too small for most of us, but those twins, they're always playing hide and seek. And they're not always telling us when to get ready to start. Oh my god. You're gonna get yourselves in trouble like that.
Do you know where it is?
Yes, sir. He points to the back.
Cool. Secret tunnel.
I investigate it to see if it's recently been used.
Yep, do that. You notice that there's a very small bit of dust here, but you see two extremely fresh footprints. These footprints have just been made.
So fresh prints here, boys.
Are they kids' prints?
I don't know. That's up to X. I just see them. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Probably they're not here.
That's a good point.
Well, like in the sense that is it only kids' prints or is it something that came and then left with kids?
X.
Hmm?
You heard what Dardis asked you.
Are they kids' prints? Yeah, probably. A little small.
Do another check for me, Dar. Nature check.
Check.
Dar or X?
X. I didn't mean to say Dar. I'm sorry.
Woo.
Oh yeah. All right. X. Yes, these are definitely kid prints, but when you look at the handprints on the wall, you are able to follow the motion of not just a child putting his hand on the wall, because they have dark vision, so they should be able to see through here without really touching the wall. It looks like somebody's trying to catch something. So as you look further at the tracks, it doesn't actually make tracks, but you notice a displacement of the dust, like something was flapping its wings near the dust, roughly about the size of a hummingbird.
An imp. No. Can I fit?
You give me a dexterity check.
Don't get stuck in there.
All right. So you get about halfway through, and you kind of think about how cats work, and you realize that the brim of your quiver is kind of getting squeezed right here, letting you know that if you try to go too much further, you probably would get stuck.
I'm gonna crawl out again. Leave my quiver. Hey, someone hold these for me. I'm gonna leave my bow too.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Thanks, and then I'm gonna go in.
You have your daggers, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna go back in.
Hold on 1 second. All right. And this is, you crawl through, you're able to see a little bit, and this is what you see. Not this.
Ooh,
Not that. You don't see that.
it's bigger on the inside.
this is what you see. All right, you see it?
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of weird. Do they look like they're following something?
Um, apart from the huge furry-ish posteriors in front of you, you can kind of make out the twins. Let me see. Where are you? Give me an insight check.
Okay, that's a 15.
Yeah. Okay, it's tough, but you are pretty sure you see that the kids are holding on to their weapons. They look a little afraid.
Sure, I'll rush in.
Okay.
You guys okay?
Whoa, hold on. You step out, and you'll be stepping out up here, so bring your token up. Sorry. Bring your token right here.
Okay.
Alright. And you step out the secret area. And I do believe X is the smallest of all you guys, right?
I think so.
Definitely.
X, are you tall?
No. I'm average.
Alright, X. So you get out, you see the twins, and you see what you see in front of you.
This is the farm, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm panicking. I'll throw my dagger into the thing to where I crawled from. Hopefully they get the gist.
Alright. Alright, boys. I don't know if you guys have already discussed this as a signal or not yet. So I guess we're gonna find out right now. Um, all you boys give me a perception check.
Perception. Yeah.
Zonk. We didn't lose Ben, did we?
No, I'm here. Give me a sec. I'm trying to open my sheet, but it's a tiny square.
Huh.
It's not letting me fix it either.
Is that workable?
Try restarting. That happened to me before too.
Give me a sec. There we go. Lord.
All right, now everybody give me an insight check.
Who, Dar? Oh,
All
everybody.
three of you guys who noticed, everybody who noticed it and noticing it would be being over a 10. Whoever got over a 10, give me an insight check.
Ooh. What statue?
These guys look awful friendly.
All right. So, Zunk. So Dar and Zunkarat, you both noticed the knife, that the dagger that flies back down the hallway as it slides down the hallway at your feet. Or you're trying your best to remember what it was that was said about this dagger flying down the hallway. Zunkarat, your thought is this is one of, well, you don't believe, you don't recall, I'm sorry, you don't recall X parting with his weapons like his daggers too easily. So you can tell me what you think that means.
Am I actually right here?
You're not. I just didn't get around to erasing you. I thought I put you onto the GM layer. If any of you guys come in, it'll be. I'll show you where. All right. Talk to your friends, please. Are you having audio issues?
What's up?
Tell your friends what you're seeing or what you're thinking.
Who's supposed to do that? Zunk?
Yeah, he's the only one who's kind of ascertained what he thinks this dagger coming down that hallway means.
I'm trying to eat as much soup as I can before he notices, before he focuses back on the soup and can eat all of it.
I should probably do this.
Wow. Which is not a crit.
Hey, are we on level 9 or level 10?
9.
Okay, good. X who? Secret from our minds.
All right, so Zunk asked you guys, where did X go, and why did he just send back his dagger?
Well, I'm holding his quiver. You must want me to hold his dagger too.
So, X, do you have any weapons right now?
I still have a short sword with me.
Good.
So he just threw this dagger down here? Maybe it was fetching him up.
X full initiative.
Did he just try to hit me with his dagger?
I think he did, man. Can we roll an or not? Yeah, I guess we already rolled an insight checks, didn't we?
Yeah, you didn't even notice the dagger coming down the hallway because you were so busy with your fucking suit.
I saw my fucking opportunity.
All right, X. You looks like you are up first. By the way.
I'm gonna do for bonus action. I'm gonna use insightful fighting.
All right. Pull that up for me.
On this guy, he just needs to roll a charisma check or a deception check.
All right.
I love that it made him cough.
I was drinking water.
That's like 3 in a row. Oh no, the 32 wasn't.
Okay, that's good. That's actually really good.
All right. It's your turn.
Okay. First attack. Well, I'm gonna attack this guy. And because... Okay, do they see me?
You don't know.
Okay.
Hold on. You rolled a 25. What was your stealth?
32.
32. Okay. Shit. I didn't want to do this. Hold on. Hopefully this doesn't hurt. I have to restart roll 20 because I can't type inside my chat box. When I was doing the tracks, somehow or another, it didn't go all the way onto the screen and it got stuck onto my chat box. I was kind of figuring a way I could type around it, but it never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that does happen. That's
I
not just
should've-
Roll 20 does that happen.
Yeah, I should have just rolled a real dice in front of me, which probably would have been faster, but whatevs.
Zonka, you headed out to check on him? Like, is this outside?
I'm about to head
Was
out and
this
slap him.
Was this a tunnel
Okay.
outside, or was this a tunnel like underground or something?
It's a tunnel that leads out. As soon as my screen pops up all the way, I'll be able to point to it for you. But it's just like a secret passage that gets out of the large building.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Also, it's not a secret passage if everyone knows about it.
All right. All right, X, go ahead and make your swing. And you get 3 since he hasn't taken an action yet, right? Correct?
I'm sorry?
I said you get 3 attacks as he has not taken an action yet, correct?
Yeah.
All right, make your other 2. Oh, shit. Do I have to pull up your... Yep. I have to pull up your sheets again.
Also, sneak attack applies.
Yeah. Well, you only get it once, but yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take. Well, I'll take.
All right. Gotta give me a second because their sheets fell when I reset.
Oh, this is because you didn't restart.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping the sheets would stay, but I guess I knew that wasn't going to happen. Luckily, their initiatives are still in here.
Oh yeah, well, like that stuff remains because that's stored in Roll 20. It doesn't store on the GM machine.
Yeah, this actually isn't so bad. I don't have to like set my tokens again at least.
Yeah.
Come on, roll 20. Don't be a son of a spider monkey. You know what would be helpful if this just automatically defaulted to, or it was easy to make this into alphabetical order.
What's that? The sheets?
Yeah, like the list, when you have like lists of enemies and everything,
Oh yeah,
if you could make it when you
you can
organize them.
yeah you can click and
You
drag
can,
them to
oh
rearrange
yeah, I know I
rearrange.
could. Yeah, I know I could click and drag them. I'm talking about if I could just click one button
Oh,
and then it would just go in alphabetical order. Yeah, I know I could actually do it myself.
I think there's a sort function in the folder that they're in,
Oh, okay. I'll have to
but
check
I'm
that
not
out tomorrow.
certain.
I'll check that out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so next, you took 3 swing. I know 2 of those are hit. Let me see if 3 of those are hits. Yeah, all 3 of those hit.
Now they're aware of my presence.
Well, you're not certain. Is that your turn?
I'll start crawling backwards.
Yeah. As their friend falls dead in front of them, the other 2 hunters turn back and look at you, and they each take shots with their short bows.
AC 17 right now.
Okay.
Are you on the ground? Does that make it harder for them to hit?
That's why it has an AC of 17.
No, I have AC 17 because
Oh,
I'm not dual wielding.
okay, I got you. Yeah, so that would have been a disadvantage, but both of those guys missed anyway. Must not have been upgraded.
And I'll start calling for them.
All right. These guys, however, get advantage because. Wait. Never mind.
No.
Right, here we go. So they all run up to you and. Oh, wait, you said you're prone, didn't you?
Oh, I was hoping that not all of my movement was used up that round. So,
No, I mean, but you said you were trying to crawl back. So as soon as you were trying to crawl back, those guys turned and started hitting at you. But I forgot that they get advantage on their sword swings since you're on the ground. Luckily, they don't hurt that much. I think there's 3 of them, right? So this is the second guy.
all but 2 hit, I think.
And this is the third guy. All right. The owlbears are just walking towards the children. The leader of what seems to be the leader is yelling at the children. Where'd you take our children? Where have you left them? And that brings us back to the other room. All right. So let's get some perception checks here and see whether or not you heard X. I need you guys to beat a 15. Okay.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Absolutely.
Have mercy. Okay, so that gives me a 16.
All right. Cool. Dar, you can faintly hear X. Himeji, you can also faintly hear X. X, what are you yelling?
Not in the face.
All right, X, go ahead and yell for your teammates. Whatever you were going to say to them.
Actually, hold on. Give me like a minute.
That is so X.
I don't actually know if this is gonna work.
It's working.
Yeah, busted this out in a while. Okay.
Wait, I can hear myself.
It's working, though.
Yeah, we hear you.
Help me, please.
All right. With that said, he says, "Help me, please." Guys, this is the first time you've ever heard X scream for help?
X is in trouble. Da-da-da-da.
So yeah, something's really wrong. He's in trouble down there.
All right. So, question. Are you guys all going to rush out to help X, or are you guys going to leave some of your soldiers back here to help the kids in case whatever's happening out there also happens in here?
I am going to. These kids are armed, right?
They don't have their weapons with them, no.
Alright, so I haven't got my long rest, so can't do much.
I'm going to leave Ilian.
I'm gonna leave one of my guys with them as well. One of my guys is hurt, so I'll leave him.
Okay.
Before I leave, I say, don't worry, kids. We're going to leave some friendly troops behind to help protect us if anything happens, but we have to go help our friend.
All right. So, Dora, you're bringing one person with you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hermegi, are you bringing anybody with you?
Orc.
Okay. Zonk, what about you?
I'll leave
All
both
right.
of my guys, I think.
Okay, so you are going to leave the kids by themselves with just Elian?
No. Alien and my two guys, and
My guys.
yeah.
All right, Elian, both of your rogues, and X's folk. Okay, hold on.
Both of my bards.
All right, so
I'm gonna leave them with two Michael Jacksons.
all right, all right. So I want you guys to each roll a d4.
Me too.
No, not you, X. All right. And Zonk, roll a d4. All right, cool. All right. So each of you take your dexterity modifier and subtract that number from it. Whatever you are left with, that is how many rounds it takes before you guys get onto the initiative chart.
-4. Oh wait, no, 6.
So what's your dexterity modifier, Mike?
0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't decided too well. Like someone with a low dexterity would actually reach there quicker.
Right. So let me actually. All right. So we're gonna. All right, I'm gonna assume this from a number of 5. So Mike, you'll miss 1 round. Unk, you'll miss 1 round. Darren, you will miss. Well, not 4. You'll miss 2 rounds.
Alright.
I forgot. Like none of you guys have any dexterity.
Same here, son. We are the
Not me.
strength guys.
I'm a mosier. Mosey on out.
All right. So, X. That brings us down. That brings us back up. Turn.
I'm in the tunnel right now, right?
Let me see if you were able to make it into a tunnel, because I think I had these guys cut you off, and that guy's behind you, so he cut you off before you were able to get into a tunnel. So sure. So you're up.
So am I in the tunnel right now or no?
Oh, they blocked you.
They blocked me. Okay. Well then I'll stand up. Cast Hunter's Mark onto this guy. I'll do 2
All right.
swipes.
Oh, you killed him, by the way.
Oh, he's
I'm
dead?
sorry. Yes.
Okay. I'll do a Hunter's Mark to the guy blocking me right now.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Oh,
All right. So the first one does hit. Roll me your hunter's mark damage.
just 9.
Right. So you do hit him.
Oh shit, I fucked up. Never mind. It happened already. That's it.
All right. So are you staying where you are?
No. I'll take 2 opportunity
Got it.
attacks.
Those wouldn't have been an advantage anyway, and they missed. All right. So the other 2 hunters pull out their bows. All right. So the first one shoots twice. And while you're running, you're able to barely dodge both of those arrows. The second one shoots one more arrow, and he actually does catch you, somewhere around the rib area. And you said your AC is 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a match. You just barely get your sword down in time to block the second shot from hitting you in your navel. The other $3 surrounding you again, and they're each going to go and take their attacks on you.
I'm down.
Okay. With that said, the lieutenant says, "Hold on, boys. Don't kill him just yet. I'll remember this little trick." And he is going to order his owlbears to go and flank towards the tunnel. Or the exit area was just right next to the tunnels. Since I did say you guys couldn't fit.
Oh, yeah, we can't fit in the tunnel. I forgot. So we're
You guys are coming up. You guys are still going to come out right next to the tunnel, which is about where you're standing. All right. So the owlbears move there. They're holding. Hobgoblin Lieutenant is holding his turn. X, give me a death saving roll. All right, that's one success. All the knolls and everything. Wait, you guys now appear on screen. For people who are only missing one round, roll initiative.
sorry, man.
All right, Zunk, you also get to roll initiative. All right, cool. All right, so the guys who are getting ready, who have X surrounded, still have them surrounded. Each of them are snarling. You see like slobber and blood going down their teeth. They're holding their swords, each of them pointed right over X as he is sweating and breathing extremely heavily. Um, the hunters, however, see. Oh, you can bring yourself onto the screen there, right next to where those guys are.
I
Um,
still have one more round, I think.
yeah, you do, but you can go ahead and bring yourself on screen. You just can't roll initiative yet. Oh, right. Well, just bring yourself on screen. It'll just be easier to keep track, but you're right. You're not here yet. So the two hunters are each going to take, one's going to take two shots at Zunk, and one's going to take two shots at Hork. That's for
We
Zunk, right?
haven't rested yet either.
You have not. This is for Hork. All right. I think both of you guys are safe from that.
Yeah, I believe that's a miss.
All right.
Okay, so
That brings us to Zonkarat. It is your turn.
Hmm. So these are the archers?
Yes.
Okay, I will. Socrat's gonna point between those, bring up a 10-foot sphere.
All right. So two owlbears and those two archers need to make con throws. They're doing it now.
Yep.
And that dog and that bird.
The dog and the bird are just decoration.
They die immediately, horribly.
Yes, you just killed a cute puppy and a pretty bird. I hope you're pleased.
Oh yeah,
Well, you didn't. Zunk did.
doesn't matter.
All right. So this guy failed, and he's going to take 11 damage. Does that have damage on a pass?
Yep.
Hey, can you take one of those birds and paint them black and let me have control over them to use as my familiar?
You're asking me for an awful lot. Yes, I would be capable of doing something like that. I will do it after the thing,
Sure.
unless you actually needed to do something right now.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm thinking about it.
Hold on. I'm not paying. That's fucking cruel.
You're not what? It's fucking cruel. You blacked out there.
I said I'm not painting a bird. That's cruel.
Oh, just dip it in oil like they did off the coast there, California.
Yeah, once again, cruel. Commercial dish detergent.
Fucking oil thieves is what they were.
Yeah, you're right. Those birds were assholes.
Stealing all our oil. Jim Norton's got a whole bit on how they're fucking oil thieves. And that, anyway, yeah, it's funny. It cracks me up.
I hear you. Hold on. Alright. Now, I need to give this thing to you so you can control it. And is that under that? Oh, here we go. Alright, can you move it?
Yep.
Good. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was doing damage. Alright, cool. So your shatter comes down, makes a really loud bang, and two of the things go and wrench back from it pretty well. It's a pretty good shot on the spell, but everybody is, of course, still up. Is that your turn? Oh wait, you still have your orcs. Orcs, I'm sorry. Or you know what you got to do.
Yep. So they will both hit this out there.
Right?
They still only make one attack, right?
They are level 4. What did they take? Did they take the totem or did they take berserker? whatever it's called.
I think I got to figure it out later. It will rage and then just flat attacks.
All right, make sure after this fight you decide on what they're doing, because that's going to be the difference between them having resistance to everything or having to deal with stuff like exhaustion or any of the other plethora of barbarian traits that there are. All right, so they both attack. First guy nails the owlbear right upside the head. Second guy misses pathetically. This probably 9-foot creature and just completely whiffs. Hermeji, once again, you're sure you could see Gonzalez here somewhere, and him missing like that just reminds you of him.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
Sucks, doesn't it?
yeah, that's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yep.
send my. Oh wait,
No, it's not your turn,
sorry.
Hermeji. It's not your turn, Hermeji.
I apologize. I apologize.
Cool. That's your turn, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now it's the owlbear's turn. So the first owlbear is a little irritated at your soldier or your people for trying to hit him, so he's going to try to hit them back. All right. Do either one of those hit your friends? All right, cool. So both of them are safe from that. This second owlbear walks up to you, and he's going to take two at you. And the other one is going to try for Himeji. And that brings us down to the Hobgoblin Lieutenant's turn. He goes and he puts a knife to the backs of one of the twins, and he demands, "What have you done with our children?" But he also points an arrow at Hermeji and shoots twice. All right. And now, Hermeji, you're lucky you rolled low. Now, Hermeji, it's your turn.
Okay.
I just rolled 3 crits.
Okay, I am going to send my familiar over to land on X.
All right.
And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. At level 4.
All right. That is your action. And you left your soldiers back, right?
No, I brought Hork with me.
Okay, so what is Hork doing?
Hork is going to attack this guy right here. First, Hork is going to rage, and then he's going to attack that guy.
All right, go for it. Hork tries the. Okay, so if you are doing that, that means you're doing the berserker path, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so don't forget from this point forward, whenever you do a rage as a berserker, or whenever you do a frenzied rage, what does that give you besides just the extra attack? It gives you something else, right? Did you write it down? Because I can look it up real quick for you.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I get reckless attack, danger sense, relentless endurance, and savage attacks.
Right. But for the second attack, that takes frenzied until you get to 5th level. Hold on one second.
Okay.
So this right here is a time where I'll allow you to make your final decision on whether or not he's a berserker.
Yes, he's definitely going to be a berserker.
Okay. All right. So starting when you choose this at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy rage. If you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion, as described in Appendix A. So we'll cover that after this fight. So you do get the second attack, and that second hit does smack him for 7 damage.
Right.
All right, so the lieutenant already tried to shoot you. That brings us back to the top of the order. X, you are alive.
I get up. I got knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah, those guys will never keep you down. All right.
Okay. 2 attacks. Well, 1 for each of them. The other one's, I guess improvised? Like in an arm strike?
Okay, that's
Okay.
going to be 1 plus your strength. Yeah, that'll be 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, that's okay. So, I'll start with the one up north.
All right. That's a hit. No. Yes. You get sneak attack on that if you want it.
Because the bird?
Because the bird.
Second one is the guy to the east. Last one, I'll just roll a strength. Roll, see if it hits. It doesn't.
All right. So, first question is, who do you want to have the sneak attack on? I'll let you decide which one you want it on.
The guy up north.
The guy up north gets a sneak attack. Okay. For a guy who just got up, you do a pretty damn good job. And you actually managed to bring one guy down to his knees. And the second guy you hit with a sword, he's not looking too good either.
Okay, and then I'll
You're feeling so cocky that you try to elbow smash the guy down south, but you are not quite able to pull that off.
I will. Wait, why is this covered?
Oh, that's just the dark area where I didn't erase anything.
Okay.
I guess I can give it to you since there's really nothing there. Ignore any tokens you see.
I'll just run down. Also, I don't provoke opportunity attacks even if I don't hit.
Yeah, because you tried to swing at them and you are a pirate. My thing's being slow. Did it reveal the area?
No, not yet. But I can see where I am.
Alright, there we go. We're good
My
now.
turn. Also, Hunter's Mark is down.
Okay. And that's the top of the round. Darren, roll initiative.
Okie dokie. Oh crap.
What was it, bad?
No, I keep forgetting to select the thing.
Also, it was bad. All right. So, let's see here. One of those guys, the one who you missed, is going to come south with you. And he's going to try to see if he can finish the job he started before. He can't. He does manage to get one short sword swing on you, though. The other guy, the two hurt guys, are going to let that guy handle it. And they're going to engage over here. And they are going to try to jump onto the barbarians. They're both going for the same barbarian closest to them. So that'll be the guy on the left, whichever one that is. Alright, then if you'd be so kind, mark whatever damage occurred to your barbarians. The hunters are going to try to take shots at Zunkarat himself. And that brings us to your turn, Zunk.
My turn?
Yeah.
Lord. Okay. Um. Well, I got nothing, so this is the day. Zonk's gonna rage.
Okay, wow, we've been waiting to see this one. Alright, Zunk, what do you got?
Unfortunately, I have a regular attack.
Oh, right, and now you can't do cantrips anymore.
Nope.
Okay, that is a swing and a miss. What about your actual barbarian? What about your professional barbarians? Okay, thank you. Somebody's professional barbarian. Which one of those two did they hit? Point them to me for me.
The giant owlbear.
Oh, okay. So the owlbear you guys have been pounding on, that's who you hit? Alright.
Yep.
So that's 11 damage? Or is it already baked in there? Oh, it's already baked in there, right?
Did the 9 hit the owlbear?
No, the 20 hit the owlbear. I was asking if a +2 for raging is already baked into your damage.
Oh, it's already in there.
Okay.
Nah, it's already in.
Alright. I believe that brings us down to the next person's turn unless they got something else they want to do.
Nope, that's my turn.
Alright, so that means we're back to the owlbear. The one owlbear on the left is really shocked when he sees a shiny clad dragonborn cleric walk in. He's so scared that the first thing he does is try to bite it and swing at it. I.e., this one's trying to hit you, Darren.
Mm-hmm.
But tries. Oh shit! Never mind. I assume I missed. This is literally the first time I've ever hit you.
I'm going to use Oh no, that's a bonus. Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So that's a bonus action. You're able to. Oh wait, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
you can't. You say you're down?
Yeah, we haven't rested, so we don't have shit.
Right. All right. Um. So the Hobgoblin Lieutenant is still holding on to the girl, and he stays right where he is. X, it's your turn.
I need a deception roll from this guy.
Deception. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you can see he's wearing his emotions on his sleeve.
Poor guy. I'll take the 11.
All right. And with that one swing, you are able to strike him down. He is gone.
That's my turn.
All right. The other two flesh gnawers just saw. Okay. So the other two flesh gnawers are going to continue to try to get rid of one of these barbarians, the same one on the far left who they've been attacking. And try as they might, they're really not doing a good job against this barbarian. He kind of dodges all their attacks. Not a whole lot they can do. The hunters are going to try to shoot Sunkarat again. One of them finally manages to land a hit for 11 damage. So, as Sunkarat's raging and feeling really good about himself, um, yeah. So, what does that mean, Sunkarat? Oh, 5 of 65. Uh,
He's dead.
no, the arrow attack was for you, Sunkarat, not for your soldiers. Your soldiers were getting swung at by the flesh gnawers. That last attack, that longbow crit, that was for you. So I would assume your soldiers are still up. Oh, don't forget that's 11 damage, but that's actually 5 damage, not 11. Right. So that's 5 damage. So I don't know if that means you're still down. Oh, you still only have like 5 hit points left, so you're still down. You have 5 hit points now after getting hit. Oh, you have 5 hit points when you walked in here. So you are in fact down. Okay. All right. The lieutenant tells his owlbears when he sees Zunkarak go down, and he sees um, Dar go down. He tells his owlbears to halt. Um, the two flesh gnawers, however, don't want to halt, so they each try to make a jump at Hermeji. Your what do you call them? Your barbarians get an attack of opportunity as they try to run past them. Better make this count. All right, so the first guy tries to run past Zonk. Have your guy roll for his attack of opportunity. All right.
We'll still survive the mission. We might not survive, but we'll accomplish the mission.
Yeah. Have your second guy swing. All right, that's a hit, and that guy actually falls down dead. X did a pretty good job on it before. All right, so this guy is going to take a swing at Hermeji. All of which miss.
Eat shield, cocksucker.
All right, and then the lieutenant, who's a little pissed off at this guy, didn't follow orders. He shoots him in the back of the head. Arrow goes through his eye. He falls to the ground dead.
That guy did?
Yeah. It's your turn.
My turn?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
Dara and Hunter are both down.
Okay. I look to see if the tunnel is open. Like, is it blocked?
It is no longer blocked.
Okay, but we still can't fit in it.
You cannot.
Let me just check distance. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna move 5 feet and then teleport.
All right.
And I'm gonna change places with the girls.
Okay, so your idea is to get the girls out so that they can go through the tunnel, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's heroic. I like that.
Out of the way, bitches.
That was less heroic.
I gotta bring it down to real.
Good job. You get an inspiration dice for that.
Thank you. Now, don't worry, guys. We can all die happy.
X. We'll have Dar roll a death roll as soon as he gets back. Unless you got something to say about that X.
Yep.
All right. So what do you have to say about it? All right, that's a touch spell, so you need to go over to him if you're going to do it.
Yep.
So that's a bonus action one, or is that the action one?
I guess this would be first level, right? Well, I'm reading a
Yeah.
scroll, so it's an action.
Oh, you're reading a scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, that is an action. And who's that for? Zunk or for?
That's for Dar.
Dar. Okay. And roll that D8 plus your wisdom. Yeah, I'll allow that as a bonus action. All right, cool. So when Dar gets back, he'll have 11 hit points. All right, Flesh is down. Both the hunters are a little irritated because they saw their friend get hit. So we're going to see whether the hunters are going to shoot at the lieutenant or going to shoot at you. Even, they shoot at the lieutenant. Odd, they shoot at you. All right, this is on you, Reggie. They're both going to take 2 shots at you.
Okay.
All right, first one misses completely. Second one hits you twice.
Okay. And
All right, Zonkarak, give me a death saving throw. And while I'm waiting for Zonk to give me a death saving throw, there you go. That's a success. Congratulations. The owlbears are completely pissed off at the betrayal of the hunters, and they turn away from you guys and make their way towards the you know hunters who just shot at their boss.
I think that's our cue to leave.
yeah, but I don't think we can fit through that fucking hole. We gotta exit stage left. And Zunk's still down, but I'll bring him up here as soon as my turn's up.
All right, so the owlbears are going to swing. And they just, oh shit, you guys got fucking lucky on that. All right, so they ripped the first Knoll hunter basically in half. You just see like arms and legs flying everywhere. This guy's completely dead, eviscerated, whatever types of aided you got. All right, that brings us to the lieutenant, who's right next to you now, Hermeji. He is so shocked at what he's seen, he's going to take these swings at you at disadvantage. All right, and I assume both of those miss, right?
Correct?
Excellent. It is your turn.
I am going to, through my familiar, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Zunk.
Very, very good. All right, go ahead and hit it. How many more cure wounds do you have? How many more spell slots do you have left?
I just cast out a second level, so I have 2 first and 1 second level spell slot left.
All right, Zonkarat, you have 16 hit points. Roll me a d4, Zonkarat. All right, good. You were on odds that time. That means that I'm going to let you get up, and I'm going to let you take your turn now.
So when we leaving?
No.
Yeah, I could be saved. I might need to be saved. Oh, yeah, okay. Is it still my turn?
No.
No, because you cast that cure wounds.
Yeah, disengage is a bonus action.
Are you a rogue?
Okay. No, I mean, is it? I don't know if it is or not.
Oh, it's an
Or is
action.
that just a rogue?
Unless you're a rogue or a ranger of a certain level, that is an action. I believe monks have to play a key for it. Darren, it's your turn, and you are alive. I believe you have 17 hit points.
I love it.
11. Darren, you're alive. You have 11 hit points.
Oh, okay. 11.
Wait, could Hermeji really reach me? Is he actually over there?
Yeah, but I have my familiars sitting right on your chest.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
Yeah, that was his brilliant plan and an excellent reason to interrupt me to give him
I
a token.
apologize.
No, don't apologize. It probably literally saved your lives.
Well, I should have waited to my turn at least, but I didn't realize sometimes I just get excited.
I like that. That's perfectly fine. Darren, what are you doing?
The
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me give you a breakdown. Let me give you a breakdown of what's happening right now. Right now, the owlbears are pounding on the last hunter because he took a shot at the lieutenant after the lieutenant killed the other knoll. The one knoll is freaking out because he just saw the twins disappear and Hermeji take their place right in front of him. So he's actually feared right now. He's going to be feared for a full minute. And the owlbears seem to be just following his orders or, off of his emotion.
That's a good idea. Don't really like it, but we don't have a choice. Okay, yeah. So with my movement, can I get back through the entrance and out of range, or how does that work?
You you could exit. The only issue right now is that Hermeji is still engaged with this lieutenant, and he would need to find a way to get to that exit, which is, we'll call it right here. He would still need to get past three owlbears by himself.
Homeji? Where is Homeji? Oh, Homeji's over there. I see.
Yeah, he sacrificed. Yeah, he sacrificed. Well, not sacrificed himself. I shouldn't say that. He put himself in great danger to save the children.
Well, shit. Alright, guys. I'm going to do one thing, but, as I said, this is bad.
Can I
So
have
we
my
could
stuff
still
back?
go down.
All right, holy powder, holy powder. Holy power radiates from you in an aura within 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage with a weapon attack. I'll tell you what. Roll me a d6 there. You now roll an extra 1d10 radiant damage with your attacks while you are within Darren's aura.
So we can make a push to try and fend them off enough for Himeji to get out of there. Let's see
All
what we
right.
can do with that.
All right. Right after you do that, so you all right. Go and act this out for me, Darren.
Alright, so I get to my knees a little bit groggy, and the thing that you guys see is the symbol on my shield. It starts to glow with the same radiant aura that comes from my god, the same aura that you see that comes down every time I cast Sacred Flame. You see the shield, the symbol on the shield glowing with that. And you see the same glow in my eyes, and you realize that I'm not gonna leave Himeji behind.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna poke you and say, "Hey, can I have my stuff back?"
Yeah, absolutely. I hand it to you, and I just give you this look that says "make 'em count."
So after you say that, and after you do that, this happens. Wait, we're gonna try that again. All right, Yeast, thank you. You each get back 11 hit points as you hear some radiant words come from behind you. You each get back 11 hit points. And a second time, you each get back 10 hit points. So, all told, you get back 21 hit points. That's including you, Hermeji.
Awesome. I think I'm at max. I don't know how I only have 49 hit points, but
Oh yeah, we were in a couple of fights before to get here.
no, I mean I think that's my max hit points.
Oh, okay. So you guys start to feel some healing radiance go on you, and then you look to your right, and you see
Is that
And
is that the old lady from fucking what's that famous painting of the old guy with his pitchfork and the old lady beside him, their house in the background?
Oh
it
no,
is not
I
American,
think this
not American Gothic.
I think this one is Whistler's mother.
Yeah, and this one here is definitely the chick from American Gothic.
You sure? Might be. You're right. Well, anyway, as far as you guys are concerned, this is the four nuns.
Oh.
Um, and then one of the nuns, Zuck, could you do me a favor and could you drop a fireball onto the owlbear? I don't have to search for this. Wait, do you even have fireball?
Firebolt or fireball?
Oh.
I have a fireball.
I do not have fireball.
All right, go ahead and do that for me, Hermeji. That's right, X. All right, cool. They weren't even expecting it. This is a complete surprise. They don't get to do their deck save. And let's see if any of them survive. Well, the hunter doesn't survive. The owlbears are going to.
Can I disengage and dash, or just disengage?
Both of those are actions, so the answer is one or the other. So that brings us back to the top of the order. X, it is your turn.
Let me just check something. Okay, I'll do insightful fighting onto this guy again, or this guy right here.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a charisma check, right?
Yeah, deception.
That's a fucked up spell. I mean, roll for an NPC to have to make. I don't think anybody has deception.
What spell is that?
It's not a spell.
All right, so that
Also-
means you have
also-
advantage on him, right?
No, he passed. He doesn't have
okay.
disadvantage. Yeah. So I don't.
Oh, you know what? Actually, take that back, because you might not have heard me when I said he was feared for a minute.
Oh.
So he would have already had disadvantage.
Okay.
So I will let you do a different action than what you just did.
No, insightful fighting just gives me the ability to use sneak attack.
Okay, so you'll keep that same action. All right,
Yeah.
that is what it is.
Yeah, but I'm right there. Doesn't that give you sneak attack?
I thought you left. Oh no.
No,
that's
I'm
your
still
next
there.
turn.
Right.
I'm gonna use it anyway.
All right,
So for when you leave.
fair enough.
Oh,
Is that your turn?
That's a bonus action.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got. That hits. and roll your d10.
A D10?
Yeah, to do 10 radiant damage because of what Dar just did. All right, cool. That's about 30 damage right there. And apart from being scared to bleeping death, he is not looking good at all. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Zunkarat. I know you've been itching to actually hit somebody.
Okay, are we leaving or are we still fighting?
You guys have enough power right now. You guys also got 22 hit points back, and she just dropped a fireball onto these owlbears for pretty good damage.
I'm fucking this guy up as soon as it's my turn.
Yeah, I think we could probably see where this goes.
How about this?
This guy's just going to be ribbons of flesh. At least that's how I
What if I throw on the owlbears?
Very nice. 1d6 fire damage. So that's 5 damage for each one of them every round that they don't move. All right. So that, yeah, it works like that firebolt, that spell where you make a flame sphere, I think it's called. Basically, it's in the middle of them. If they don't move, they'll take 5 damage every round. They take it this round if they miss their dexterity throw, which they will. Actually, maybe not. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, such is life. Good try. That's still there. They'll still need to do it again when it's their turn.
Alright, well, my units will keep hammering away.
All right. Those are both hits. That is 29 damage. That is one dead owlbear.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. And guess what? These guys have to roll a dexterity check again or take 5 damage. One of them fails, one of them passes. All right. Yeah, this guy's dead. All right. So these guys are each going to go down to Hermenji because they see him with an angry look towards their boss. All right, Hermenji, you're filled with such righteous rage right now that the first owlbear tries to swing at you, but you just bat away his beak with his sword. He actually looks like he's about to cry about it. And his eyes are so full of tears that he tries to slash at you. He misses completely, and he takes 3 damage to himself.
Looked like that damage was 14 to me.
Yeah, but he's not himself for full damage. The second guy, also full of tears, tries to hit you with his beak. But you bop him right in the mouth with your shield, and he takes 4 damage.
Like motherfucking Captain America over here.
Yeah, but you feel a little bit fucking cocky on that one, so you hold your shield up in the air because you feel like Captain America right now. And right while you do that, he does take another slash. It goes onto your shoulder, and you can feel the searing pain as this owlbear's claw dig into your flesh. Alright, this lieutenant is still scared shitless, but he's feeling a little bit better, but he's still at disadvantage trying to attack you. He still has no idea why you're even in front of him right now.
Vengeful. Not entirely smart.
Alright, he takes two pathetic Gonzalez like swings at you, and this is completely.
Gonzalez is now a fucking
A meme.
adjective. It's an adjective.
Yeah.
The Gonzalez swing.
That's their turn, and I believe that brings us to you.
Okay.
You also just get D10 extra on your swings, and don't forget you can hold on to that D8 inspiration dice until the end of the next game.
Okay.
And of course, you know that can be.
Yikes.
Oh wow! You know what? I don't get to say this too often, but how do you want to do this?
Okay. I just put both hands against his chest, or maybe even just one. Just the Warhammer hand. I put it up against his chest, and I just, say the prayer, and it's like his chest explodes into guts and ribbons of flesh and blood, and he can't even be. It's like, I want to say it's like the bloody mess perk in Fallout 3 or 4. But it's just like his skin just peels off of his body.
Okay, so you punched a guy. The entire sky and the screen fades to black, and then all of a sudden you hear a doo doo doo. At which point, because you thought it was really fucking awesome when Darren did it to the Rat King, so you want to try it for yourself. So you just dig your hand right into the middle of this guy, except he doesn't have a worm inside of him, but he does have a heart. So you go and you reach inside, you grab his heart, and then you pour all of this negative energy, all of this hate, all of this anger. It fades from your face, and as it fades from your face goes from one of rage to one of complete serenity. But as that happens, this hobgoblin turns from green to greener to. Remember what E.T. looked like when he was sick? To almost pure lily white. As black light all start to pour from his body. He explodes into giblets and guts as they rain down on the ground beside you. With that said, the two owlbears each take charisma throws. They're both scared shitless, and they run the fuck away. Darren, it's your turn.
They're leaving. Like, are they still engaged with Himeji, or are they gone?
They're trying to run. So they're tripping over themselves and whatever.
So does that mean I get an attack of opportunity, or do they start running on their turn?
Oh, right. Shit. You're right, it's not their turn. So it's just Darren's turn.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, in that case...
Can I get Orc to go?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. Of course you can.
Yeah.
It's okay. Or is it just going to charge into this guy?
All right, have him do it.
I did it.
Let them roll those advantage because I did say they were afraid.
Okay.
Okay, the one did hit, and I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. The guy literally had 12 hit points left.
Or just chopped his leg off. And it's all screaming and shit, like owlbear screech. And then it just
Exactly.
gurgles and
It's kind
dies.
I can't make that sound again for a while. All right,
No,
and that
no.
leaves us with one last owlbear, and it is your turn, Dor.
Alright, I'm gonna go engage with him. And, let's
Good
see.
advantage.
Oh, with advantage. So this is.
Oh yeah, he's not looking. Oh, by the way, he's also not looking good on top of everything else.
Yeah, so this is going to be a couple things. So, let me order this properly. So I need to mark that down. And this happens
Yeah, you're about to take
twice.
You're about to get a long rest anyway, I assume, unless somehow whenever you all miss it, and he turns around and beats you all up. All right, so that's 2 swings.
One second. So 2d10 and plus I'm going to do this. Alright, so we need to add that up.
Yeah, he had 17 hit points. He's dead. But you know,
I'm not gonna let Meji show me up.
they're like, he just keep adding numbers and keep adding things. I'm sitting here looking at this thing like, did that 13 hit? Yeah, the 13 hit. This guy's dead, and I see you go pour everything else into him. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, it came out to 8 plus 9 plus 11 plus 3 plus 7. It came out to a lot. I still can't match Hermeji's.
Yeah, it's like 34.
Yeah, I still can't match Hermeji's 54. But
I rolled a die 10 right here, and it came up 6, so it would have been 60.
Dude, and what you know what the wildest part about that, Sir Reggie, is you called your shot. You said that you were gonna the guy was just gonna be fucking blood, guts, and arms and stuff before you even rolled.
Well, when you reminded me of the inspiration, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to need to use that inspiration. I'm not going to be able to hold on to it because I'm probably going to roll shit right now. But, yeah, it was just luck, really.
All right, boys, absolutely excellent job on that one.
oh yeah. All right.
We had to dig for that one.
Yeah, we did.
Despite the fact that these weren't necessarily super tough enemies, was probably one of your tougher fights, just because you
Yeah.
got caught flat-footed before you could get your rest in.
Yeah. Well,
See,
yeah.
what happened that wasn't supposed to happen was X was not supposed to come out of that tunnel by himself.
Well, I was thinking the whole time, don't split up the party, don't split up the party.
Yeah.
But,
So as soon as that happened, I don't know if you heard my voice. I was like, "Oh shit, this changes fucking everything."
Yeah. It was tough because we didn't have all our soldiers and we came in at separate times. So like by the time I came in, there wasn't anything I could really do.
Yeah, you were down resources. Obviously, I put it in your heads that you needed to think about the kids in the back because you don't know whether or not I had anything for them.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well, two of them were just taken, so we couldn't just leave them unattended.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. If you guys would have poured out all your soldiers and said "fuck those unarmed kids," I would have had no choice but to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not heroic. Um, Darren, you might have missed it. Hermeji earned an inspiration dice
Yeah, for saving
because
him.
yeah, he literally pulled out a teleport spell that I didn't even know he had to switch places with the girl so that she could kind of escape backwards. Which in turn, sending her and saving her, she went and got the four nuns
Nice.
who turned back around and helped you guys.
Very nice. And now we finally get to meet them.
Exactly. So they walk up to you. I don't know if you saw their names. Their names are on there or not.
Oh, right, they are the fucking Golden Girls, too. I remember that out.
Yeah, it was like B Arthur something. Not Arthur.
Yeah, it could be, really, in her later years, but I thought X was just pulling that one out of his ass. I thought it was pretty good.
No, their names really are like Beatrice Blanca, Rue
Dor-
Michelle McClarahan, Estelle. I don't think I used her last name.
yeah.
But yes, it is the actresses who played the Golden Girls is who I named them after. So, they do invite you guys to the pretty comfortable sleeping quarters. You guys do get the rest of a good meal. All the kids here trust you now,
Excellent.
and you guys do go ahead and get your full rest.
Whew, nice. Yeah, I can do some pretty amazing stuff, but like I of course you don't have that many high level spell slots, so you run out of them really quickly.
Well, they're for emergencies or when you get caught flat-footed, or
Yeah.
when shit that you don't expect happens.
That's
Well,
why I save my high level stuff.
In this case, I was lucky because I was using fourth level spells because I don't fourth level slots because I don't have any fourth level spells. So I happen to have the lower level spells. I still had a couple of them, so it wasn't
Nice.
so bad.
And that was literally an excellent call on asking for that familiar. Because I know you already had one that was flying around. That was excellent. That probably was a game changer.
Yeah.
It's the only way I could think of to get to X in time because plus he was surrounded and it looked like I think we were surrounded, so I had to have something.
Oh
And,
yeah, I'll reveal it to you now. Um, the idea I had in my head was X was surrounded. The guy was, barricaded by owlbears, and he had a knife to the twins' neck. I was going to have him force you guys to negotiate in some way, shape, or form, but you did turn that around before you had to go around negotiating with terrorists.
Yeah. I know
Okay,
I wouldn't have.
so
I don't think Zonk would have. I think Omeji would have been the one to try negotiating, but I don't think we would have like waited for that.
honestly, I didn't really think you were going to either, but I was like, well, let's see how they react here.
Yeah.
If I can at least get them to stop and have a think about it. Like, I wouldn't have expected you guys to give in to them, but I just wanted to see what would happen if you had that point to you. But instead, you said, not only do we not negotiate with terrorists, we don't even talk to the terrorists about negotiating with terrorists.
I
All right.
figured he was going to use the kids in some way, like to escape or something like that. That's why I wanted to get in to take them out.
I'm
Yeah,
already
I was
negotiated.
So I'll give you this because you would have been able to question him if he wasn't currently raining down on the crops. So instead of
Stores
telling you
figures.
that, instead of telling you that, you find a note that says, "I believe there's a lead at the orphanage. That's the last time that we saw our children. Figure out what they're doing to our children and what they're having eaten." So this guy actually thought that the children were being abused and kidnapped and eaten from here because there are some goblin, kobold, and whatnot children that used to be in this orphanage that have also been disappeared. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed or not.
He might have cut out again.
Sorry. Did you
Yeah.
guys notice the one little fat orc child?
The guy that looks like Shrek.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he landed
yeah,
on one of my
Shrek. That's
shoulders
what I
earlier.
had too.
All right. He's the only orc child here. If you guys would have went a little bit further when you were traveling and looking around the village the first time, you would have seen him playing tag with the rest of the children, or playing hide and seek. They were all running away from him, and you would have seen that he was the only orc child left there. Um. So anyway, we'll probably cut this off in 7 minutes. So I'll just give you the information you need right now.
Yeah.
So the sisters, as you go to sleep, they tell you that they're going to explain to you what they believe has been happening to the crops. So they say that you may have heard of the heart of the goddesses. That would be the one heart that belongs to Vercita, and the one heart that belongs to Blancasita.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you that they know or have an idea or a lead on where you can get the heart for Verde Stita, but they're really hoping that you can take care of this problem with the kidnapped children. So their ideas are this: they know that they thought before that it was possibly some type of owlbear taking them. They believe that it could be the Orc City. Um, they also believe that there's some rumors of a hyper intelligent um, magical ogre that is doing it. A magical ogre is called an Oni, by the way.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, there's rumors of giants.
All right. That's our first solid lead in a long while. Do they know anything about like the heart itself? Like, is it a physical thing? Is it a gem? Is it
They say that as far as you would be able to tell, it would look like a jewel, but it would, even though it looked like a jewel, it would still be as hard as a diamond. But when you
Hmm.
held it in your hand, it would still feel like flesh, and it would either feel extremely cold or extremely hot. Probably
Ah,
enough to burn either way.
yeah. All right. Good. All right.
But they'll be out and give you more detail on that when we meet on Tuesday.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good.
I'm just giving you guys some things to think about right now. So you might. So I don't care if you go and check up on what an Oni is, but there's possibly an ogre village. They might be able to lead you there. There are giants, likely. There's definitely an orc city. Whether or not you think that they are responsible, um, it's up to you.
Okay. Cool. I probably will just wait to see what they are. Yeah. The fact that the two sisters are like separated and have their hearts misplaced. That's screwing with the ecosystem, I guess you could say. There is the tree
Almost.
thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the sad part. Is oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me of that. Don't let me forget about that because even though the one kid is the only one who believes in it, doesn't mean that he's wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't let me forget about that one.
Excellent.
There is a that one too.
All right. Good game.
All right, boys. Glad you liked it. A little bit of danger today, but you guys pulled through. Good shit from everybody.
Yeah. Good hustle.
Actually,
Yeah.
Onyx, you pulled through.
Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Second to last game, I believe, and it's gonna. Here's the problem: you're never gonna finish this game in 2 days, so I'm gonna have to give you a different goal. So That's what it is. You're probably not going to fight the Dark One, unfortunately.
That's fine. Maybe we get whoever killed the queen or what the fuck ever. Ramlord doesn't care about goals anyway. He just wants to adventure, save some lives, and get paid.
Okay, cool. And so yeah, it'll be what is it? 8:30 start time, my time. So
Sounds good. Hey, I think Ramlord will be back if he doesn't die in this adventure. He'll find some way to show up again. I like Ramlord.
all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And you, Darren, I will see you, I'm sure, tomorrow too.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
Okay, later.
Great game, guys.